All right, time to wrap up the Hosim saga. First and foremost, again, their customer service is fantastic. Jin, the U.S. customer service rep, has been excellent to deal with this whole time. I really appreciate her. And I can confirm she did order. I requested when I realized I could replace the ESC with one I had on hand and buy another cheap one for the other car. I said, hey, instead of me returning one of these, can you send me some spare parts to have on hand? I asked for a front and rear differential, suspension arms all the way around, and a pair of drive shafts and drive cups. And I found out when I just talked to her, she had ordered all of those for me, just as freebies, just to fix these cars on my own with the ESC. I think that's really nice. She definitely didn't have to do that. She could have told me no, just return it. But at the end of the day, I ran this. It took one bad landing. The rear diff is broken. It will roll and then stop. And it's not the drive shaft binding. I've already ruled that out. But yeah, there's just a spot. So it's either the diff or there's something maybe with the spur and pinion. I think it's probably the diff. And if it's the diff broke really easily, it wasn't that bad of a landing, really at all. I think the speed issues I was having probably have something to do with the smaller ESC. Even though it's the same amperage, it is for a smaller car, could have something to do with it. Either that or maybe the battery is really designed to be used two at a time. I know the old version of this car came with a 5200 milliamp battery. But again, Hosim's customer service fantastic. So I called her. I told her, hey, I don't really want to keep these cars. If they're going to break that easily, it doesn't really matter how many diffs you send me. She said, yeah, we have problems with these diffs. There's other cars that they have that don't have a lot of parts requests. They're sending me the link for that. I do want to try it. Again, I do love this company's service, so I want to try their products. This X07, the X08, I can't recommend it. Even at the $110 to put in your own electronics, I just think they're too fragile. But Jin said, to me, I asked her, I drove this, I used it, I broke it. Can I return it? And she said, go ahead and return it. It's fine. And the other one I haven't driven intentionally. I was only going to drive one, and I haven't driven them at all while I've been waiting for the ESCs. So they're taking care of me. It's a great company. I'm going to find a good product from them. It's probably not that hard. I just picked the wrong one to start with. She said this is the most. They get diffs. They get a lot of diff requests for these. Hopefully they upgrade the metal in these, because otherwise I feel like it could be a really good car if they fix those two issues, the weak diffs and the ESC. But until then, I'm going to return these and probably come back with a review of the Hosim. I think she said 9055 and 9056. That's not how they're listed on Amazon, but when I get the links, I'll try to put them in the description, and we'll go from there. I love the company. I love the service. X07 and X08, can't recommend it any price. So we'll see what happens.